Yankees here. Marcus back here, flying solo. JJ hopefully be back this Thursday or episode 11 in a week. We got a busy week this week. I have a lot to record. I got today's episode. I wanted to originally record this yesterday. Just was too tired when I got home from work. I got tomorrow's episode 15. And then on Wednesday, in 2 days, Season 5, Episode 1 of Mighty Sakroom's Off the Chain, Caps Off the Chain podcast will be debut. And then on Thursday, episode 10 of MLB Hotshot Takes. So right now, today this is the Yankees version. I said I was going to say this on Friday. I told this on Friday. I will be recording this and going separately on the Yankees on this one. We're going to look at the last 8 games for the Yankees and look towards the next 12 and talk about potential September call-ups. So you know what to do, baby. How about we let's get this started and hit my fucking intro.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Takes! Where we have 2 idiots who think their opinions are the fucking bomb. We are here to make your day. Fuck these guys. Hotshot, take it
All right, let's kick it into at the end of this we're going to play a new little intro we have every time the Yankees are playing bad. So let's kick it off. The Boston series did not go well for us. We'll just start with that. The Yankees lost 3-4 to Boston, but they would win that last game, which would kick off a 6-game win streak for the Yankees. And this was a good game for Rondon. Rondon has pitched very well these last 2 seasons for the Yankees. He didn't look too good his first year when we signed him, but he's starting to live up to that contract. Chaz Chisholm had 2 home runs in this game. So did Trent Grisham. Yankees salvage at least 1 win out of this 4-game set. They have Boston again in a couple weeks. With this 12-game stretch, they will be playing Boston. This stretch is gonna when I get to it, we will really talk through it. But yeah, this game was a must-win for the Yankees. They got to win here. So they move on to the Nationals, where they sweep the Nationals, and they outscore the Nationals 27-8. It was not close. Like, they've outscored the Nationals and the White Sox by a lot. So the Yankees would win this game. This game was 10-1. It was 10-0 until the 9th inning. Cam Schlittler had a hell of a game. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts. He looked dominant from start to finish. Cam Schlittler, he's a stud. He's a stud, and you know what? I have a small suspicion that man knows how to spread an equal proportion of peanut butter and jelly on his PB&J sandwich. So whenever I need a beautifully done PB&J sandwich, I'm going to call Cam Schlittler. What a fucking stud. So let's move on to the next one. We have then the Yankees would win 5-1 against the Nationals. Who pitched in this one? Was this Fried? No, this is Heel. Heel also pitched really well. He pitched really well yesterday as well. He pitched really well. He's been pitching really well the last 2 games. He pitched it very well. Even though they're really bad teams, but they needed he struggled against Boston. He just didn't look like his command was there. MVP pop performers obviously in these games were Hazel got a double, Bellinger got a double and 2 runs. Giancarlo Stanton had a home run and a double with 5 RBIs. Giancarlo Stanton, arguably right now, we have 4 things we're going to talk about in here as well. We got to talk about 4, but I'm going to go over these games real quick. 4 main topics. Giancarlo was one of them. when we get into it. So let's bring it up now. The first topic of the four main topics I want to talk also on this, as well as they will be on the thumbnail, is Giancarlo Stanton, Big G, the real? Is he the real leader, not Judge? Because whatever Giancarlo right now, these last 2 years, Giancarlo has really taken the team on his back and carried us. Giancarlo, people can say Juan Soto was the reason why he went to the World Series last year. No, it was Giancarlo. There's a reason why Giancarlo Stanton won the MVP. So that beggars the question: is Giancarlo Stanton the leader of the clubhouse? Is he more of a leader than Judge? I just I gotta ask this. I gotta ask those questions, and they're pretty valid. They are pretty valid. They are pretty valid to ask because don't want to do that. That's the just ignore that. That was the wrong button. That was the intro. Our intro. Okay, here it is. So I can see it up, so I know what questions we gotta ask. So yeah, is he? Is he? Is he 100% the leader? That needs to be asked, and that's this game. So that is this game. The Yankees would win 5-1. Heel pitched really well. Mackenzie Gore pitched. He pitched well, but he just struggled in that third inning, and I think that's what really did him done, or did him bad. So let's get into the last game. The Yankees just completely destroyed. Like they just dominated this game from start to finish. Max Fried is starting to look like Max Fried that we signed the beginning of the season, which is very good. Bellinger had a good game. Judge finally had a good game. We need to get Judge going. Judge needs to get going. And if the MVP race wasn't close, it is very close now. And I honestly, if the season ended, I would have Cal Riley win the MVP because it just Judge has been struggling so bad. And it's not like he's like had a couple weeks off. No, he's been bad since coming back from injury. And I hope he can get it going. I really do. I really hope he can get it going. But yeah, that Yankees would win 11-2. They would sweep the Nationals going into a 4-game set with the Chicago White Sox, which leads us into our next question. Because Bellinger's been so good in these two series. Do the Yankees need to resign Bellinger? Yes. Fuck yes. Hell yeah. That is the next question on this topic for this episode today. Yes, the Yankees 100% need to re-sign Bellinger. I'd love for them to let him walk and get Kyle Tucker. Yeah, but Cody Bellinger has had such an amazing year for the Yankees this year. You gotta re-sign the guy. He was fit to play for the Yankees, and there's people have been calling for Cody Bellinger to be a Yankee for years since he left the Dodgers. So my answer to that is yes, 100% the Yankees need to re-sign Cody Bellinger because he's obviously going to be opting out this year because he's going to make money in free agency. I don't think we're going to re-sign Trent Grisham. Trent Grisham's another guy that's going to get money as well in free agency. So speaking of Cody Bellinger, in this top performer, he had a home run, a double, a walk, 2 RBIs. He went 3 for 4. Would you two stop it? Damn cats. Grinch, leave your brother alone. So, Chaz Chisholm, who's also getting hot, he had a home run, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base, 2 for 4. Volpe in this series. Volpe looked really good in this series. He's got a hit in every game in this series, which you can't really say for the last 300 fucking at-bats. Hopefully this sees a turnaround for Volpe, and he can finally get going, which is our next question. Is there any hope for Volpe to improve? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Had a nice conversation. We had a nice conversation with one of my coworkers who's also a Yankees fan. We talked about this Sunday, 2 Sundays ago. I don't know what they do with Volpe this offseason. I don't know if they try to move him to second, and then they let Jazz walk. Stop! Damn cats. Too early in the morning for this. I don't know if they signed Volpe. Well, they move Volpe to second, and then they bring up George Lombard eventually. But the thing is, George Lombard he's hitting, but he's struggling in the minors. Like he's struggling in the Double A right now. So I don't see him coming up until at least another 2 years. So they're stuck with Volpe at short. Or do they sign a shortstop and move Volpe to second and let Jazz walk? Or do they try to Jazz at third base again? That is a big question, but does Volpe improve? I don't know. He has looked good in the Chicago series, though. He had a clutch hit in Game 3 when we get into it. So we will see. We will continue to monitor and see how what Volpe looks like in this 12-game stretch, which is going to be tough. Which is when we get into the 12-game stretch, we will ask the final question of this episode. So yeah, Yankees would win 10-4. Will Warren was the winning pitcher. The Yankees would be on a 4-game win streak. They would improve to 5 here with a 10 when they back-to-back game. 3 games in a row, the Yankees would score 10 or more runs. The offense is starting to get hot, but is it because they're playing really bad teams? All right, come on, load. There we go. So Carlos Rondon would have another great start. 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 7 hits, only 1 earned run. Volpe would have a home run, 3 RBIs, 2 runs, 2 for 4. Grisham would have a home run, 1 for 4, 4 RBIs. He'd had a grand slam. This was a very important game for the Yankees to win. The next game was even more important. The Yankees had to take at least 3 out of 4 against Chicago, and they ultimately did. So I think this was a big win for the Yankees. The Yankees would win 10-2. Let's get into the next game, which did not look too good. The Yankees looked like they were going to lose this game as well. They almost blew it until the 10th, where the Yankees came in clutch. Cam Schlittler, another great performance. Aaron Judge hit another home run. Then Shane Smith also pitched really well. 6 and a third innings, only 7 strikeouts, only 3 hits and 2 earned runs. Schlittler, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Judge went 1 for 4, got another home run in this series. I think Judge has 2 home runs in this series. This game and the next game as well. So, Yankees would win this 5-3, and an important at-bats by Jazz Chisholm and Anthony Volpe, as they would have important at-bats in the 10th. Volpe and Jazz Chisholm had 2 great at-bats, and they both were barely fair, but they got down for hits and they got runs in. The Yankees would win 5-3, winning the series, which leads us to our final game until we get into the 12-game stretch. The Yankees lost yesterday. This is another reason why I waited to do the podcast episode today, because the Yankees lost this game. I thought, in my opinion, they should have swept this. Heel looked really good in this game. Judge looks like he's starting to heat up. 3 for 5, home run, 2 RBI, a double RBI and 2 runs. Another Chicago pitcher, Perez, dominated us. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts. And then Sosa with the game-winning home run in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees would ultimately lose this game 3-2. So that leaves us with a little introduction to a new song I like to play for us today. A new song I would love for us to play today. Let me make sure. Hold on. Just real quick. It's the other one. Alright. Okay. Now we're ready. You guys ready for a new song today? This will be played every time the Yankees lose. Here you go, enjoy. Oh, I'm going to step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
you're standing still. Ghosts of Ruth and Garrett scream in the stands while the bullpen crumbles like castles in sand. Tickets cost gold, but the show's a bust. Bronx Bombers or Bronx Dust. Oh Yankees, what's the deal? You're breaking hearts with every steal. All the hype, but where's the thrill? Oh Yankees, you're standing still. The hot dogs are cold, the beer's gone flat. Fans throw their caps, they're done with that. A dynasty's name, now a hollow shell. Is this the Bronx or baseball hell? Oh Yankees, what's the deal? Yes, the deal. You're breaking hearts with every steal. All the hype, but where's the thrill? Oh Yankees, you're standing still. The hot dogs are cold, the beer's gone flat. Fans throw their caps, they're done with that. A dynasty's name, now a hollow shell. Is this the Bronx or baseball hell? Oh Yankees, what's the deal? What's the deal? You're breaking hearts with every steal. All the hype, but where's the thrill? Oh Yankees, you're standing still.
So yeah, that is the new song that we will play every time the Yankees fucking lose. So we have speaking of potentially losing, Yankees have a tough 12-game stretch coming up where we will find out what type of team this New York Yankees team is. If they are truly contending and going back to the World Series, they're gonna have to go 7-5 or 8-4 in this series. They're gonna have to sweep someone. And it doesn't start off. We get a day off today. It doesn't start off easy for the Yankees. They have a 3-game set against a team that owns them. Then they come home to play the Blue Jays. Shout out to Pete NYYU Underground. As NYYU Day is on Saturday, they will be at the game. Shout out to them. Shout out to Dan Ward. Shout out to John Boyd. Shout out to all the Yankees content creators. So, yes, the Yankees have Houston 3, Toronto 3, Detroit 3, Boston 3, which is I talk about Boston, and then they have Minnesota. So then after that, they have Minnesota 3. Then they have Baltimore, who isn't easy. Baltimore always plays us tough. We have 7 games against Baltimore, then we have 3 games against Chicago. So the Yankees need to take at least 7 games of this 12-game stretch. If the Yankees could sweep Toronto, that'd be huge. If we could take 2 out of 3 against Houston, sweep Toronto, we'd be in first place. Which brings us to our last and final question: can the Yankees beat good teams? I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know if the Yankees can beat good teams, but we're gonna we're gonna find out this 12-game stretch, because we're playing good teams. We're playing Houston, Toronto, Detroit, and Boston. So we're going to sure as hell fucking find out if the Yankees can beat good teams. So, but that is all. Anyways, that is all the time we have for this week. Short and simple, these last 2 episodes. Hopefully when JJ comes back on, we can extend it to at least 30 minutes. I like to keep it short because there's not much to really talk about. We went through all the games. We went through the 4 main questions as well I needed to ask. So, yeah. See if I can extend this to 20 minutes. Yeah. Hit the intro again one more time before we end this.
Welcome to MLB Hotshot Takes! Are the fucking bomb.
time we have, folks. We will see you guys again on Thursday for episode 10. Hopefully the Yankees are in a good shape. Hopefully the Yankees have taken already 2 out of 3 against Houston. You know what it's all about. We are 2 idiots who think our opinions are the fucking bomb. And we're here to make your fucking day. Hot Shots, take it away. Peace!